Good evening. I'd like to call to order a regularly scheduled Park District meeting for June 13th, 2019. Do I need a roll call? Yeah, I do, don't I? Can I get a roll call?
President Wald,
Here.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Here.
Commissioner Cook,
Here.
Commissioner Sauter,
Here.
and Commissioner Biecki's absent.
Okay. First off, we have approval of minutes. We have a couple dates, or one date, a couple different meetings. May 23rd, 2019, Committee of the Whole, and May 23rd, 2019, regular meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. None opposed? We're good. We're to public communication. Any comments from the audience? Seeing none.
Jeff, yeah.
Sure, go right ahead. Sure, yeah, come on up.
I don't want to take up too much time.
That's okay.
My name is Jeff Smith. I'm with Elk Grove Youth Football and Cheerleading Program. And I just started now to get involved back in the program. I was involved in the 90s.
In 2000.
But the main reason I'm coming here is to, first of all, congratulate you guys. Seriously, man, the transition into the Park District has been phenomenal. You know, Jeff Collier, I can't speak highly enough about him. Hope that doesn't make him slow down now, but he's been fantastic.
He's not listening.
And I know you guys, everybody put a lot of work into it, and I think it's been fantastic. I know you don't hear a lot of good things. Usually I am up here bitching about stuff, though. But the main reason I'm here is it's a little bit on the selfish side, the football board and myself, because football has been taking a hit, you know, mostly some problems with the program itself, but mostly because of the media. I'm not here to debate that, but I just think it's been beaten down enough. It's an American tradition. I'm getting back involved just to try to save the sport. Because we used to have 330 kids. Now we're down to just 76 kids last year. And I just don't want to lose the sport. And I think the media just kind of overhyped it. Common sense tells me that, I've been involved in football for 50 years, and I've met thousands of people that have played and have experienced football, and nobody has what they claim is so rampant throughout. Now, when you get to the college and pro level, yeah, then maybe you want to sit back and think about what you're doing, but I think they overplayed it. But like I said, I'm not here to debate it. I'm here to pledge to the people of Elk Grove that myself and the board will do everything to make it the safest sport possible, along with cheerleading also. And as long as I pledge my best possible, what's the word I'm looking for, but effort to make the sport as safe as it can, if they could pledge and give us the chance to coach their kids again. And we have one registration June 26th from 4 to 7:30 at the Pavilion. And all the coaches are going to be certified. Nobody will ever be allowed to lead with their head again. The helmet will be, that's just the way it's going to be taught. I promise everybody that. And that's the way, as best as I can, I'm going to try to steer the program that way. And I just want everyone to understand that football will be back, and we just hope everyone gets involved and try to be a part of it. And selfish side, where I'm using up your time to promote our program. But
Jeff, can you talk 1 minute, because your conversation is talking about tackle, but can you tell them how you introduced them to football through flag football and learning the sport
yes,
and the
in fact,
recreation side of flag?
one of my best friends who passed away, and luckily his wife Maureen and daughter there, he created the flag football program, which at the time when I first got involved in football, there were only about 130 kids in the program. And when Ron Engelbright created the flag football program, it grew to 330 kids. So yes, we have flag football for 6, 7-year-olds, and then you can start playing tackle at 8. And then there's cheerleading. They have competitions for cheerleading. There's a lot of good things. We have a tailgate party. We're going to try to bring the banquet back. I don't know in what aspect, but I just want people to know that we're going to create a family atmosphere. And it's going to be one very nice concession stand also.
Yeah, Jeff, one other thing too, you mentioned certification. And I think it's important to let people know that all these coaches through Bill George Youth Football League are mandated to be certified as Heads Up
That's exactly
football
correct.
training. And if anybody is interested in seeing what that means, you can Google it, Heads Up Football, and you can see that they really are putting a major emphasis on not leading with the crown of the head, because that's where a lot of the supposed problems happen, and they're trying to, again, just emphasize the fun of the sport, and it is one of the best sports. I'm biased because I played football since 1969, something like that, and so I've loved the sport. But it's one of those things where it's a true team sport. You've got 11 people on the field, sometimes 7, and everybody's got to be pulling on the same rope, or you got problems. And it teaches you teamwork, it teaches you accountability, it teaches you sportsmanship, it teaches you all those important things that carry on in your life, and I think it's a great thing to be involved in, just like all youth athletics are.
I agree 100%. 100%. It is a phenomenal sport. The discipline you get from football is second to none. So,
Can I add something to that as well?
yes.
Because I'm also a lover of football as well, but just equipment-wise, you are
Buying the best possible.
and equipment has improved. You know, you get
Considerably.
yeah, and the helmets are so much better and much safer than they've ever been before. So I just want to throw that out there as well.
Yes. Well, almost every child's going to have a brand new helmet. In fact, I'm sure they will. But thank you for your time, seriously.
Very good, thank you.
Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Any other comments from the audience? Seeing none, any correspondence from commissioners or staff? Seeing, hearing none. Okay, so we're at the recognition of the Wall of Fame recipients. We have 3 recipients that will be showing their plaques tonight. It's Darlene Greaves, Jim Issel, and Ronald Ingebright, which will be presented to his wife Maureen. So we'll start here. How about we start with Jim, because it's on top. These things are heavy. Do you want to just come to the microphone and then we'll go from there? This is presented to Jim Issel in deep appreciation for the many hours and effort and selfless contributions toward the success of the Elk Groves Historical Society and generous donation to the Elk Groves Historical Society and the creation of the Historical Association. You want to come on up?
I'm not gonna give you, Jim, you don't wanna do this, unless you wanna do a workout. They're about 50, so the plan is, with you, Darlene, is to find a place on the schoolhouse, out exterior, when you walk up to the building. So, and then we'll celebrate, we'll do
Pioneer Day,
Pioneer Days.
an unveiling.
We'll do an unveiling.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I'm honored. I'm doubly honored to be awarded this next to this lovely lady who. I've been associated with the Elk Grove Historical Society about 25 years. She was there 20 years before I was, so she deserves it. She deserves to go first, but she. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Darlene, moving forward. This plaque is presented to Darlene Greaves in deep appreciation of your many hours and efforts and selfless contributions toward the success and the creation of Elk Grove's Historical Society and the creation of the Historical Association and the founding member of the Artist Association.
For many of you who don't know, I've been around much longer than that. I was here before even we had a park district and was doing programs on my own. That was before Sid Miller and Jim Fay was doing the art directing at that time without being official art Elk Grove Park District. So I've been around a long while. But I've enjoyed every minute of it because I have a passion for not only teaching children, but adults as well as almost any part of the arts there is. And had a chance to do that with the Park District. So thank you very, very much. And of course, as far as the Historical Society is concerned, when we were bequeathed the house Jack came to us and asked, we need directors to make this thing possible. So anyway, that started the Historical Society, and I've been part of it ever since. Thank you very much for the honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And next, we have, be presented in behalf of Ronald Engelbright. That's his wife Maureen, and I did not get your name. Danielle? His daughter. Very good. Presented to Ronald W. Engelbright in deep appreciation for your many hours of effort and selfless contributions towards the success of Elk Grove Youth Baseball, Elk Grove Youth Football, and the creation of the Youth Flag Football Program.
These guys know I'm crier, so I'm trying to get through this without being too emotional, but Ron loved Elk Grove. We lived in Mount Prospect at the time. We were newly married, and he started roughing. He found out from a young man he saw in a roughing uniform. He asked him about, what he did and how he could get involved. He ended up meeting with Kurt Pingle, which is a familiar name to the football program. And he would go out on the weekends and make a lot of money, extra money, and we were newly married, so that was great. And then he did that for about a year, and then he came home one day and he said, Mo, I think I'd like to coach. And I said, that's great, honey. How much does that pay? And he's like, yeah, nothing. And I said, well, where do you think you want to coach? And he said, well, from going around to all the different suburbs, he said, I really love Elk Grove. He said they have a great program. The parents there aren't crazy like some of the other suburbs. Those are the words he used. And so that's how it first started. He went to a meeting, I believe, at Kim Kieskin's house and was there to go clean helmets. And the next thing you know, he came home and he said not only was he coaching a team, but he was on the board. He was the treasurer. So, he just, he enjoyed every minute of it. And I'm so thankful that it's being placed at the park because that's where his heart was. And I hear from a lot of people that used to play for him that when they pass the field, they always think about Ron. So that's where it needs to be.
Very
So
good.
thank you very much.
Ben, do you have a date and time for that one?
June
Yes.
29th, I know.
Saturday, June 20th, 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
We're gonna have a ceremony for Ron.
And that's at
At CAF.
CAF.
Community Athletic Council.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, thank you so much.
And then the actual date of Pioneer Day itself, for all the viewers that are watching that may want to
September
celebrate.
8th.
September 8th is when we'll be honoring Jim and Darlene.
Very
And
good.
Could I say something general about this
You may.
while all three of you are here? I've talked, I'm starting to get emotional now too. I've talked so long about how important volunteerism is in our community and how it's made our community great. My mom and dad moved here in 1972, similar to how you and Ron moved here. They kind of traveled around the area. My dad got transferred from Michigan to here, and they wanted a place that was as family-oriented, that was as positive, upbeat, and had as much community involvement as my hometown of Plymouth, Michigan. Never missed a beat by coming here, and it's in large part because of the hard work and efforts put in by people like you, too, and Ron. And so thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart for making this a great place to live.
Very good.
And she's one of the participants in flag football and tackle football. She
Yep,
was
that I
on
know.
her team, so,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I hope their program continues.
You were the Jets, were you the first year?
For flag?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a Panthers and Raiders.
Jets or Chargers, that's what I remember.
Were you a Titan at Wesleyan?
I was,
Nice.
yes.
What sport?
Women's lacrosse.
Excellent.
And now she's their coach, assistant coach for the next couple of years. She's grad assistant, so she flies off to different places now and goes recruiting, so.
Congratulations.
Very proud.
It's a fun gig.
Oh, awesome.
Very good. Okay, so we are now at recommendations of acceptance and approval. Somebody's gonna have to help me read. Does anybody have a copy of this? What did I do with it?
All the wording.
Yeah. So, this will be approval of change order number 2 from Schaefer's Brothers, Inc. for Audubon Outdoor Skate Park in the amount of $15,449. I'm gonna have somebody read the actual, thanks. Yeah, do you mind, Tom?
Okay, I recommend that the president find that change order number 2 for a total of $15,449 is in the best interest of the Park District and otherwise authorized by law, and that the president be directed to make such a determination in writing, and further authorize that upon being provided with said written determination from the president, the executive director be and hereby is authorized and directed to execute and deliver each such change order.
Very good. So I need a motion and a second on that.
It was the motion, right?
That was
Yeah,
the
that was-
Okay,
motion.
then give me a second.
Yeah, you got a second.
Who is doing it?
I did.
Bill did. Very good. Can I get a roll call, Kathy?
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Sauter,
Yes.
President Wall.
Yes. Then I have a approval of payment application number 2 from Schaefer's Brothers, Inc. for the 2018 capital project Audubon Outdoor Skate Park in the amount of $7,009.20. I need a motion and a second on that.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Sauter,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
President Wall.
Yes. We're gonna have a update on that down the line here.
Yeah, but I'm not going on air anymore telling when it's gonna go.
Okay.
It's gonna go very soon.
Very good.
How about that?
That works.
I think I owe Bill a lot of money.
Were you talking, you talking very soon geologically or very soon?
I'm not saying anything.
All right, all right.
Fair enough. But it is moving
Before the
forward.
dog barks, Bill?
That wager will come out of Ben's wallet and not the Park District tax dollars.
Approval of Williams Architect Agreement for the schematic design of Fox Run Clubhouse and Maintenance Building in the amount of $765,480. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Sauter,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
President Wall.
Yes. Okay, items for information. We're gonna start, I think as we always do, right? With leisure service updates from Tammy Miller.
So looking back at the last couple of weeks, Pirates Cove and Rainbow have opened, as well as the Pack Outdoor Pool. However, the weather hasn't been so friendly to those swimmers. But Pirates has done much better. So hopefully the weather will start getting warmer. Art in the Park was held on June 2nd, and we added 2 new items to Art in the Park. And that was food trucks and a wine tasting, and the feedback that we received was very positive about those 2 additions, so that was pretty cool. The dance recital was held this past weekend on June 8th and 9th, and some say it's the best ever, so we really enjoyed it. I think it was great. We've had some terrific dancers and some very talented dancers. The museum has a new mini exhibit, and it was created basically by Michael Stachnik. He did a wonderful job. The mini exhibit is called From Elk to Missiles, and the history of Bussy Woods. So if you don't, many of you know about Bussy Woods, but you may not know the whole history back from when the Forest Preserve actually got that district holding. And so it features the highlights of how the area was created by fire ecology, and to how the elk came about, and then the missile storage. And I found that particularly interesting because I had no idea that they had stored missiles there. So maybe you guys knew that. Did you know that?
I did not.
It's not about us, Tammy.
Well, it's very interesting, just so you know. So please come. It is open right now till the end of the year. Our summer hours are Wednesdays through Fridays, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Our camps are in full swing. I want to mention theater camp, and actually Ashley left, but theater camp is a 6-week camp this year with a performance always at the end. But instead of the performance being at the multi-purpose gym, it's at Prairie Lakes this year. And those dates are July 12th and 13th, and they're going to be performing Aladdin Jr., which will be very popular. We have a special treat on June 21st, movie in the park. we had requests in the years past to have movies in the park. So as you may have recalled, when we talked about this at budget time, that we were looking at something new from the Sunday concert series in the gazebo. We decided to keep a couple of the concerts that we did at Art in the Park and also play Picnic Party, but we're going to do movie in the park on June 21st. Now, if it rains, we will move it indoors, so it will still happen. And it's called Ralph Breaks the Internet. So I hope that families will come to that. And then we were lucky enough to be approached by Howard Gorecki, who is our Switch Time Jazz director or conductor, and he would like to do an actual free concert in the gazebo on June 23rd, starting at 6 p.m. So that will be our one Sunday concert. One of our capital projects, I just want to start talking about this to you and the public. You guys already know, but our capital project of the fitness center is our flooring project. That is slated for September 9th through the 21st. For the public, the membership will be getting a letter talking about the fact that we will remain open. The locker rooms will be open, the pool's open, the fitness front desk will be open, the group exercise will remain open. So all of those classes in the group exercise studio will continue. The track is open. All the bikes from the cycle station will be moved down to the racquetball court for those 2 weeks, so we'll still have cycling. Massage will be available. We're relocating that to Suite C in Garden Terrace. The Doctors of Physical Therapy will be open, so everything will be open except for we will be moving the equipment, aerobic and strength equipment downstairs to the multi-purpose gym. So it will be, we're calling it Fitness Center South, if you will. And there's going to be some incentives because we realize it's still a little bit of an inconvenience, but there's going to be some incentives that all members, whether you visit us or not during that time, will receive 1 week free on their membership. So if it's a membership paid in full, 1 week will be added on. If you have a monthly billing, we'll just do September dues prorated down 1 week. We are also going to, every time that they visit in the renovation, during that renovation to the multi-purpose gym, that member could receive a choice of either 1 free yoga pass, 1 free TRX pass, or 1 free guest pass to be used after the renovation. So we want to try to encourage our TX users to try that if they've never tried it before. And then we plan a t-shirt. It's our 25th anniversary of the fitness center, so I look over at Kelly because Diane always gets the t-shirts for us. It'll be Help Us Celebrate 25 Years Strong. And then, as I said, we'll have letters about this. We're going to have updates as we go forward. We're going to have social media advertisements. So we just want to get the word out that this is going to be something that we are excited about. And hopefully the members will be aware of it now sooner than later. That's my report.
Okay, any questions for Tammy? Next up is Parks and Planning update, Tim White.
So the Parks and Planning Department is in the process of updating all of the capital projects district-wide, kind of getting a status of where everybody's at with capital projects, it being pretty close to mid-year, and I plan on having a summary of the capital projects for the board on June 27th. Going back to Audubon, with the pass or acceptance of that second change order, that concludes the rough grading on the site. The footings, the large footings on the east and west end have been poured, and the forms for the taller wall sections are in place. Tentatively, the flat work is scheduled to be poured as early as next Friday, so we're really moving along. It's going to start picking up now, and we're very pleased with the progress they've made. We're having a new playground installed at Clearmont School site at the northwest corner of Clearmont. There's a playground that's designed for kids aged 5 through 12. That's getting replaced in-house by a play equipment manufactured by a company called Game Time. The old play equipment is being donated to a non-for-profit organization called Kids Around the World. They're based out of Rockford, and they take playground equipment and bring it to corners of the world that are poverty stricken. So they came yesterday and picked up that old equipment, and we anticipate Clearmont's playground being completed before the start of the school year. And then we had a couple concrete repairs that are of note. LaRusso Cement repaired a sidewalk at Colony Park that was underwater for much of the spring, so we raised it up a few inches to make it usable by park patrons, and they did a great job on that. Morton Park had a ADA compliant sidewalk installed parallel to the sand volleyball court with some curbing to attach to the parking lot. Again, they did a really nice job on that. And at the Chelmsford property, there was just some minor concrete repair that was completed. And that's pretty much what I've got for you.
Any questions for Tim? I actually did see sand volleyball going on last weekend. It was cool. And they're actually pretty good. So we are doing something.
I did have a question for you. Ben wasn't willing to put up a date, are you? For Audubon?
No.
Well trained.
Fair enough.
It's in your planner that yourself, Bob, and, or me, you and Bob are gonna meet 2 weeks from today?
Correct.
Okay. We'll debate that later.
Anything else for Tim? Hearing seeing none, we have golf operations update. Tom Klaas.
We are ecstatic that May is done. We hate the month of May. It seems like it never stopped raining in May, most rain that we've ever had. So, that being said, rounds were flat from the year before. I mean, we had two pretty bad Mays, and when you look at the number of rain days there. But moving into June, the weather started out a lot better. We're substantially higher than last year, June, through the first 13 days here now. So we're staying positive and hoping that trend continues. Our junior golf classes start on Monday. So now that the people are actually getting out to play, if people want to sign up still, we have some openings in that first session, or we have a second session that'll start the first week in July that they can sign up for. Next event that we're going to be hosting is the Nine and Stein. It's always a fun event out there at the course. That is Friday, July 12th. It's 5 o'clock shotgun, 9 holes of golf, and then some beer sampling and tasting at the breweries this year. We're going to use Leinenkugels and New Belgium. We'll be doing the beers out there. So those can sign up for that at the clubhouse anytime now. The Zarnik Memorial outing this year is Friday, August 9th. We are also helping with their registration again this year, so if people want to sign up, we've got the information for that at the clubhouse. We're taking signups now for that. That is a 1 o'clock shotgun on Friday, August 9th. Driving range is operating at its full summer hours now, so we are open till 9 p.m. every night except Mondays. We do close early on Mondays, 6 p.m., so that we can clear the field to have it mowed on Tuesdays. From a maintenance end, we are finally caught up on all our mowing, which has been tough with all the wet weather. Finished a small drainage project on the 9th fairway. If you've been out there to play, you might have saw that fairway just wasn't draining. That was a small capital project we had there. And, it's improved it a lot already just in the 2 weeks that's been finished. That area has finally dried out. Practice bunker is back open. That was another small improvement project we did, so that came out really nice, and that is all up and functional. That is it.
Very good. Any questions for Tom? Okay, business services update, Brad Scholes.
Thank you. We still have some summer positions open. Visit the website and for more information and to apply. We've completed our seasonal PDU trainings. They were very successful. We've completed phase 2 of our migration to G Suite, moving over everyone's user folders. And we've started phase 3, which are team drives. And lastly but not least, IT and HR have been working together, and they've begun testing KissFlow. It's a workflow approval software. It's really ramped up our time frame as far as onboarding. We started it, rolled out a little over 30 days ago, and we've processed 150 requests. It's just a trial basis and something we've got really good returns on so far, and we're hoping to expand next year. That concludes my report.
Any questions for Brad? Seeing, hearing none. Marketing and communications update, Kelly Carp.
All right. Well, Tammy and Tom mentioned some wonderful summer events that we're having this year. And so if you'd like to get some more information about any of these events, we've got some great resources for you here available at the Park District. In May, the summer brochure was sent to everyone's home. And if you didn't get it, then we can mail one out to you. You can stop at the Pavilion or the Hattendorf building to pick one up. We also have 3,200 followers on Facebook. So if you would like to get real-time updates on everything that we're doing, you can follow us on Facebook. So you can go to your Facebook account and search for us at Elk Grove Parks. We do an electronic newsletter. It's an e-news. We do that twice a month based on the amount of activities that we have going on during the month and what's pertinent. That comes out the first week typically and the middle of the month. So you can subscribe to that on our Elk Grove Park District website. On the home page, there's an area to just enter your email and you can be added to the email list. We also do the Buzz newsletter for our residents and guests and members of the Sheila Ray Center that are 55 and better. But we also have information in the main brochure too for all of the seniors and our adults as well. So, we're not just limited to information in the Buzz. All of our adults should also check out the summer brochure too this isn't just for kids, it's for everybody in the family. We do a adult trips brochure, so if you would like to get on the road and take some day trips this year, this brochure will feature some of the summer adult trips that are happening. And then last but not least, we have these summer event schedules, and these are located at all of our facilities from Pirates Cove to Rainbow Falls, Pavilion, Hattendorf Building, and even here at the administration building. So if you'd like to pick up a few of these to keep in your pocket during the summer, those are always helpful. And they share a lot of information on many of our free events and things that are happening also at Pirates Cove and Rainbow Falls. And so we just really hope that we see everybody this summer at so many of these great events that we have going on.
Very good. And I had forgot to mention, Ben told me that today is the first Facebook streaming live of this meeting, correct?
On Channel 6.
On Channel 6. Wait, wouldn't it be on Facebook?
Facebook channel.
Oh, you have to follow Channel
6
6 on
is-
Facebook,
yeah.
as you can tell. But anyway,
Facebook Live.
a first is a first.
Yes.
Any questions for Kelly?
Is your trips brochure accessible at the library now? Because I know both you and Tammy were trying to have a better relationship when it came to sharing trips, ideas, philosophy. And do we have anything that the library might be doing? Because, we're supposed to be thinking just of the residents. I don't care where the information comes from. If somebody takes a trip through the library, they take one through the Park District. So
Sure.
have we swapped information now?
We have. We had a meeting not too long ago again. We're a little bit more ahead as far as our planning goes than the library, but they did have a new brochure that just came out. I don't know if you got it at your house, but it has trips in there. But we do coordinate and collaborate with them so that they know what our trips are and we don't step on each other's toes.
And they do have a resource area there too that we keep brochures, Buzz, we keep all of this information over there at the library. And then we have a community board at the Pavilion. And so various community organizations have an opportunity to put information out there.
That was it.
Very good. We're all the way to Executive Director update, Ben Curcio.
Thank you. Couple updates. Some fun, exciting things going on this weekend on Saturday, June 15th, 9 to noon at the Forest Preserve, Grove 25. There's a fishing derby, food and family fun hosted by Commissioner Kevin Morrison. So it's a free event. If you have an opportunity to go out and check it out. And let's see what else we got. So Rotary Fest is going on this week. So come out and support the festival, rain or shine. I can't remember if Tammy mentioned this, but I'll mention again, the 4th annual Play, Picnic, and Party
I didn't mention it
Oh,
as
boy.
far as the date, because I was gonna wait till next month, but.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring it early and often. So we're having the Play Picture Party event for the village, with the village and the library, Sunday, July 14th from 12 to 5, rain or shine. And the last event, Family Fishing Day, Saturday, July 13th, 9 to noon at Johnson Pond. And that concludes my update.
Any questions for Ben?
Yes, well, this is for everybody. Is anybody planning on going to that thing over at the Forest Preserve?
I am not, I'm working.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out up in Racine, but doing some fishing of my own, but.
I haven't decided,
And Kevin Morrison is
the new commissioner.
the commissioner for what?
Cook County.
Cook County Forest
No,
Preserve
Cook
District?
County.
Cook County, oh, Cook County.
Yeah, District 50.
He beat Schneider.
Oh, okay.
I have a call into to get a meeting, have a meet and greet.
Yeah.
Very good. Anything else for Ben? Any old business? Seeing, hearing none. Any new business? Seeing, hearing none. Okay, we have an adoption of Resolution 19-04, and it's a resolution designating Freedom of Information Officers of and for the Elk Grove Park District. I need a motion and a second.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please, Kathy.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Sauter,
Yes.
President Wall.
Yes. We're to payment of the bills. May 21st, 2019, in the amount of $75. That is an all-time low.
Wow.
May 23rd, 2019, in the amount of $79,200.17. May 30th, 2019, in the amount of $220,520.07. And finally, June 6th of this 2019, in the amount of $98,062.06. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Can I get a roll call, Kathy?
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Sauter,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
President Wall.
Yes. All I need now is a motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sauter,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes, Kathy.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
President Wall.
Yes, this meeting is adjourned.